Here's something that completely sucks about YouTube. You can do everything right and still fail. You pick the perfect niche, you buy the right camera, you upload every week, you research keywords, you follow every piece of advice, and still you're only getting a few subscribers every month. And what's very frustrating is that you see other creators who are doing exactly what you're doing, but they're growing. And usually what happens, you want to take a hammer, you want to open YouTube Studio, and you want to smash the hell out of it. So first of all, don't smash your monitor because I want to tell you a short story. And after that, you can decide if you want to smash your monitor or not. So a few months ago, I saw a finance channel. Everything about it looked perfect. The lighting was clean, the editing was smooth, the titles had strong keywords. The creator of this channel clearly knew what he was talking about. But when I looked at the views, something felt strange. The videos were stuck at 200 views, 500 views, sometimes even less. And that confused me because the content was good, the advice was correct, the videos were not bad. Why was nobody watching? So the problem was not the quality. The problem was something much bigger. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it because the truth is simple. This creator was not competing with 10 channels or 50 channels or even 100. He was competing with thousands of finance channels, all talking about the same thing, all using the same format, all explaining money the same way. So when a viewer who watches finance regularly opens YouTube, what do they see? Finance guy, finance guy, finance guy, another finance guy, and another one. After a while, they all look the same. To the viewer, it stops feeling like people. It starts feeling like products, just another video in a long list of videos. And this is the reason why people who are doing everything right on YouTube are not growing. Because right now, there's a lot of repetition on YouTube happening. The viewer stops caring who you are because they already saw your video 10 times before, even if it was on someone else's channel. But as I was checking out this finance channel from this person, something weird appeared. On his video, I got suggested another video from another creator, and this one made no sense. This video that was suggested to me was about money, but the thumbnail was Minecraft. At first, I thought this must be a joke. Finance and Minecraft, that should not work. The Minecraft audience is mostly kids and teenagers. The finance audience wants charts and graphs. Every rule says that these two things should not mix. But then I looked at the views and my brain almost broke because the videos were getting consistent views and comments. So what was happening here? Why was this strange channel winning while the perfect finance channel was invisible? The answer is something most creators have never heard about. And once you understand it, you will see YouTube in a completely different way. We have entered a new era, the era of the hybrid niche. For years, the advice was simple. Pick one niche, focus on one topic, do not mix things, stay inside your lane. And for a long time, this advice worked. And it still kind of works a little bit. But the internet changed, YouTube changed, and now something very different is happening. Today, a niche can become a trap. Imagine a highway. Every car is driving in the same lane, hundreds of cars all moving slowly. Now imagine one car leaving the highway and driving on an empty road beside it. That car moves faster, not because it's better, but because there's no traffic. That is what a hybrid niche does. It creates a new road. A hybrid niche means you take two worlds that normally never met and you combine them, finance and Minecraft, self-improvement and nature, history and cooking, gaming and psychology. At first, it sounds strange, but the strangeness is exactly the point. Because when a viewer sees something strange, their brain wakes up. Imagine scrolling on YouTube, and for example, if you're someone who watches finance videos, your brain expects to see a normal finance video, but instead, you see Minecraft. Your brain pauses, something feels different, and for a moment, you ask a question, wait, why is this Minecraft? That tiny moment of confusion is the hook. It's what's going to make you click and get interested in the video. And I'm seeing top creators starting to implement the hybrid niche theory I'm talking about right now. For example, there's this creator who talks about discipline and kind of like men stuff, and he has like millions of subscribers. For a long time, his videos looked exactly like you would expect. He sat in front of the camera, plain background, a serious tone. He talked about working harder, about building stronger habits, about becoming a better man, and for a while, this worked. People listened, the channel grew, but then something changed. The internet became crowded. Suddenly, there were hundreds of channels talking about the same thing: more motivation, more advice, more disciplined speeches. The message was still good, but the format was starting to feel the same. So this creator tried something different. Instead of sitting in front of the camera, he opened Minecraft. Now, while blocks move on the screen, he talks about discipline, about life, about building strength as a man. Now listen carefully. This doesn't mean you should start playing Minecraft and talk about random things. That is not the lesson. The lesson is much bigger. The lesson is that you can combine two different worlds, two different niches, two different ideas, and create something new, something nobody else is doing, something only your channel has. And to understand why this works, we need to talk about something very simple: pizza. Specifically, pizza with pineapple. Think about the first person who ever put pineapple on pizza. At the time, that must have sounded insane. Pizza was already perfect food: cheese, tomato sauce, bread. And suddenly someone says, let's put fruit on it. People probably laughed. Some people were angry. Some people said it was wrong. Even today, there are people who hate it. They say pineapple does not belong on pizza. But here's the funny part. There are also millions of people who love it. They order it every week. They defend it online. They argue about it in the comments. Most channels are normal pizza: safe, expected, nothing surprising. But hybrid niches are pineapple pizza. Some people will hate it, but the people who love it really love it. And more importantly, there is far less competition, because most creators are too afraid to try something unusual, something creative. They stay in the safe lane because they see other creators do exactly this thing, and they think that if they also do this thing, it should work for them as well. But it doesn't work like that because things get oversaturated. But here's the thing. Most of you will understand this idea of hybrid niches, but you probably still don't know how to create them, what exactly to combine, because as I said, you can't just combine random things. And if you're struggling with this and you're struggling to grow on YouTube, that's exactly why I created my private community. Inside my community, I help creators like you figure this out. We work on picking the right niche, improving titles, fixing thumbnails, and building videos people actually want to watch. As you can see on the screen, members inside my community post their channels, their titles, their thumbnails, ask questions, and share their progress. And I'm always there helping them improve. And I have members who got monetized after applying the advice I gave them. I have members who are making $3,000 a month. Not only that, but when you join, you also get access to my full YouTube course where I teach you how to grow on YouTube and how to pick the right niche and how to create a hybrid niche and how thumbnails work and blah, blah, blah. So if you want my help growing your YouTube channel, there's going to be a link down in the description to my website. You can check the entire website, and when you feel ready, you can join my community. I'll see you inside. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how can you create a hybrid niche for your channel so that you can take advantage of this new era and grow faster on YouTube? Well, there's something important to understand about hybrid niches. A lot of people see something like finance in Minecraft and think the reason it works is just because it's weird. So they try to mix random things together. They play a game and they talk about real estate, or they put random gameplay behind a serious topic and hope that somehow it works. But that's not how hybrid niches work. The reason it works is usually much deeper than that. Take the Minecraft example again. One possible reason it works is because the audience itself has changed. Many people who used to watch Minecraft years ago are not kids anymore. They grew up. They're now interested in things like money, careers, and building their future. So when they see Minecraft combined with finance, which is probably a topic they're more interested in nowadays, it actually makes sense. It connects something familiar from their past with something important in their present. So let me explain how you can take the hammer, break the YouTube algorithm, and create your own hybrid niche. Let's think about finance again. People who watch finance content often spend hours looking at charts, numbers, and serious explanations. After a while, that can become exhausting. They're still interested in the topic, but they also want something that feels calmer and more relaxing. Because at the end of the day, people who are interested in finance, they just want to reach success so they can live a peaceful life. So imagine talking about finance while doing something visually peaceful. You could be sitting in nature, camping, making a fire, or fishing by a lake while explaining ideas about money and investing. The information is still about finance, but the environment makes the experience relaxing to watch. And I want to show you how I am implementing this on my own channel. In some parts of my video, you saw scenes of me in different places, camping and making a fire in the nature, sitting on a boat and fishing in a lake. Those clips are not real footage. They were generated with AI. I think it's pretty obvious. I'm not trying to fool anyone. But the reason I did that was very simple. I wanted to help you visualize the ideas I was explaining. Instead of just talking in front of the camera, I could sometimes create visual scenes that represent the ideas I'm explaining. And to do that, I've been using a tool called Higgsfield. With Higgsfield, I can generate images and turn them into short cinematic clips. And it's very easy to use. On Higgsfield, you just go to their dashboard, and on the top left where it says image, click on it, and then you can upload a photo of yourself and generate an image of yourself in any type of environment. And every single photo looks incredibly realistic. Then after you generate images of yourself, you can download them to your computer, and then on the top left again where it says video, you click on video and then you click on create video. Here you can add the images of yourself and transform them into videos. And the videos look almost identical to reality, which is crazy and scary at the same time. And then you can use this footage as B-roll footage for your videos. And you don't always have to generate realistic videos. You can generate 2D animations, 3D animations to use them as B-rolls in your videos, as footage for your content in order to increase retention, in order to create this hybrid niche effect. Not only that, but with Higgsfield, you can do a lot of things. You can also generate motion graphics, which I've been using myself in my own videos. On their dashboard, you click on video, you click on Vibe Motion, there you type a prompt, and in a few seconds, you have motion graphics that look like this. And in my opinion, this is incredible for YouTubers and content creators because we can create footage for our videos super fast. If you want to try it yourself, there's going to be a link down in the description where you can try Higgsfield for yourself. And hopefully by using Higgsfield, this will help you improve your niche and turn it into a hybrid niche. At least that's what I'm doing. But there's another reason why hybrid niches are starting to appear more often. And it has nothing to do with creativity. It has to do with how crowded YouTube has become. Years ago, if someone started a channel about a topic like finance, there were not that many people doing the exact same thing. A viewer searching for that topic might only see a handful of creators, which gave you as a creator a bigger chance to grow because your videos would show up. Today, it's completely different. Now, when someone opens YouTube and searches for almost any topic, they are met with hundreds or even thousands of videos that look very similar. The titles sound the same, the thumbnails feel familiar, the format repeats itself again and again. Over time, this creates a strange effect. Even good creators start blending into the background because the viewer has already seen so many versions of the same idea. When that happens, improving the quality alone is not always enough to solve the problem. Many creators believe the solution is simply better lighting, better editing, or better cameras. But the reality is that everyone else is improving those things too. When every creator in a niche upgrades their quality, the difference between them becomes smaller, not larger. This is where hybrid niches begin to appear naturally. This shift is happening because attention online is limited. When viewers scroll through dozens of videos, their brain quickly filters out everything that looks familiar. But when something appears slightly different from what they're expecting, it interrupts that pattern for a moment. And that interruption is often enough to make someone stop scrolling and pay attention to your thumbnail. Hybrid niches take advantage of that small moment. They introduce a new context around an existing interest, which makes the experience feel fresh without forcing the creator to abandon the topic they care about. Now, for those of you who want to learn how to grow on YouTube 10 times faster, and I'm not joking, you might want to watch this video over here from me. In this video, I explain how the new YouTube algorithm works and how you can take advantage of it to grow faster on YouTube.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMM are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here. And this should be already fine. 2014, 2017. Yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm. And now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right. The order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels. you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.